and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Hot Toys The Dark Knight 1/6 scale Two-Face figure. Now the product code for this is MMS546. Now I must admit this is actually my first, I guess you could say like Batman based or DC Comics based figure that I have gotten from like Sideshow collectibles, you know, or any kind of figure on that level, you know. And I'm a huge Batman fan. That's my all-time favorite superhero, you know, comic book superhero. So I'm definitely excited about picking up this Two-Face from Hot Toys, you know. Cause I knew they had like a previous version of this that was released, I heard about like 10 years ago from what I hear. But then they did like this version right here, which is known as 2.0, basically like an upgraded version, which is actually better than the previous Two-Face that they had from what I'm hearing, you know. But yeah, I'm definitely excited about picking this up. And you know, this is based on the Harvey Dent Two-Face that was played by Aaron and the Dark Knight right here, which I have on DVD. I actually don't have this on Blu-ray yet, you know. And yeah, I saw this I think about 3 times in the theater, if I can remember correctly. I think it was 3 times, like in the theater, you know. So yeah, I'm going to get into this right now. So as you can see, this says the actual packaging for the figure. I think this is awesome, you know. It has like this like rough like texture type feel to it too, like up at the top. Cause you can kind of see, you know, that it does, you know, but the other parts of it are smooth. And on the back, you know, it feels like that too. It has like this kind of texture type feel to it. But as you can see, it says Two-Face right there, 1/6 scale. And of course, it says on the front too. And of course, this right here also, and this right here was also a Sideshow exclusive too as well. You only could get this version of Two-Face on Sideshow. You couldn't like get it anywhere else, you know. So I think that's kind of cool in this version, you know, not the previous version here. But as you can see, this slides on and off too right here. And then of course you can see the actual figure on the inside with the accessory. Now the back has like a cool image of like Harvey Dent and Two-Face too as well. Like they got the split, you know, face thing. That's kind of cool. It's also up here the top too. You see how it has it like split. And that's kind of awesome. Of course, here as you can see, here he is again inside the packaging. And as usual, Hot Toys, you know, they have like the instruction booklet taped right here on the side of it, you know. They just open it on up. I do use these, like I say, you know, it's helpful if you don't know how to put like a figure together or anything like that. You know, you just look at their instruction booklet and it shows you how, you know, how to do it. You put like the accessories, you know, how to use them and so on. So it's kind of, I think it's good they give us these, you know, if you get kind of confused with the actual figure itself, you know. Okay, so I'm just taking them on out. So yeah, you see there he is. Okay, as you can see, this is the figure. So what I'm gonna do is take off like the bags that on them that they used to have on them, you know, to protect them. So there's one that was on the head, then the arms, with the hands, and of course like his feet. I must admit already I'm impressed with this. I'm so happy that I had picked this one up, you know. So I'm gonna do now is actually measure the Two-Face figure too, and of course you can see he stands, you know. So let's see. Yep, man, he's 12 inches like in height. Another thing I'm gonna touch on with the Two-Face figure from Hot Toys is this actual display stand right here too as well. Now they actually have this on here too, and when you take it off, there's the actual stand which has like the Dark Knight Trilogy logo or Batman logo, that Batman symbol. So I think that's cool, and it also says the Dark Knight on it too underneath it. I think this is an awesome stand. You have like a picture of like Two-Face's coins too right there. I think that's kind of cool. And of course it says Two-Face right now on the front too as well. And you get like your adjustable like stand thing right here too as well. The neck, you know, so I'm gonna see if it goes in easy. I know most of them do, but some of them be having trouble, you know. Yeah, it did. It actually went in, you know. So yeah, then what you do, because that's how I do spray my figures. I do have them like on their stands. So I guess I gotta adjust the neck first. Or the cradle, I think that's what they call it, the cradle. Now I can just sit them on there. Cause I just how to spray my figures like on these stands, especially when they have like cool stands like this. So what I do first is talk about the actual articulation of this figure first. So remove the stand. And the likeness to Aaron Eckhart. Now I must admit I am very impressed with this. It really does like Aaron Eckhart, especially from that side right there. Boy, that really does look like him. Like the detail in that. And as you can see, of course, you can see the charred side of his face right there from where he was burned. I think that's like nicely detailed. Now I've been hearing that they were saying that they think that's too light. Like some of the other like reviews and stuff I was hearing about it. They'd be that was like too light. It was like much darker and like you know, gruesomer and like in the film, you know. But I think that still is an awesome sculpt. I like how you can still see like his teeth and all that. Right there, like the flesh is burned. I even like how like they do their eyes too. It looks like they're like really like reflecting like in the light. Like he has tears, you know. I think that's cool. I think they did a good job like on the hair too as well, you know. And you can also start to the burn like on his suit too as well. I think that's cool how it's like splattered down here all like on his suit and so on. I think that's kind of cool. I noticed his head can turn, you know. This I can't really, it can, you know, like it's kind of limited. You can kind of like tilt it. Like you can't really look up though, but you can like look down as you can see. So you can like look down. I think the suit is done pretty good too as well. Like this material, as you can see, you can kind of open it. He has like a working tie too as well. And if you look closely, right here he actually has like the double tie underneath, you know, and it's actually through that loop. I think that's kind of cool. Like the detail in that, so you can actually see the actual second tie in there. That's how much detail is in that, you know. And there's the belt. He has like a working belt too as well that you can see. I like the suit. The suit is awesome. It really looks like real, you know, realistic, feels real. I see he also has like pockets too as well. But I don't think it can actually be, I don't think that can go in them if I'm not mistaken. Like they're kind of closed. Oh, actually they are working pockets. You can't like stick your finger in there. I know it's kind of hard to see it. You can see the buttons like on Harvey's coat too as well. And here are his shoes right here too as well. You can see that I think they call that tread marks underneath his shoes too. I think that's kind of cool. Now this I do notice is kind of odd, you know. Right there, if you look at his shoes, see how they actually look when you lift it up. It looks like they're too big for his feet, you know. But of course that'd be kind of hidden with the pants, you know. The pants will keep that hidden. I notice his arms can go to about that height, look like it. Then he has a bend at the elbow, but you kind of got to be careful because this is like a suit material, you know. So he does have a bend right there. Both arms too, as you can see. Hand swivel, you know. Of course, you can do the split. You don't want to do it too much because the legs, you know, this suit, you know. You can also lift the leg up, kind of. I don't want to do it too much, you know. But you can lift it. He does have a bend at the knee. So the articulation is pretty good. I really am impressed with this, you know. It's actually better than I thought, you know. I was expecting to be a good figure, you know. So yeah, I'm really impressed with this. And I think they did a good job like on the likeness with Aaron Eckhart too. That really does like him, even like Two-Face in general, you know. I think they did a pretty good job on this. Now what I want to do is talk about the actual accessories that come with the Two-Face figure. And he has 3 alternate hands that I want to touch on first. Like he has like 3 hands. So he actually has like a total of like 5 hands in general, you know, if you like swap them out with the 2 that he has on. So he has like a right gripping hand right here, as you can see. I think this is like part of like holding this pistol. You can tell something can go in it, or like one of his accessories, you can tell it's for holding something basically. And then he has like a left one that's just like that too as well, as you can see. It's like the same kind of hand, you know. You can tell they're up there for holding something. Then he has this one last hand right here. And I think this is the hand for like holding his corns, as you can see. And I did hear about that too right there, about how the finger looks right there. Let's see if I can get it better. That is kind of odd they had to sculpt it that way. You can set that line in it. It looks like you can take the thumb off, you know. You would think that you could. Then you get some buttons with the figure too, as well as usual. Like if you use like some of your buttons off his suit, they give you like extra buttons. I think that's what those are here, like buttons. Like there's a bunch of them in there too. And I think this is cool. I haven't been using them yet. That Hot Toys, they give you like these extra pegs, like if you break them, which I haven't been using yet, you know. The next accessory I want to talk about with Harvey Dent is his actual gun right here too as well. As you can see, this is it right here. Now this is definitely done very well. Because if you look closer, there's like a lot of detail in this. This right can be actually cocked back. As you can see, you can actually move that back. And you can move it forward. And you can move it down, move it forward. The barrel even comes out too as well, as you can see. Lots of detail in that. You can even set the bullets right there inside of it. Then you can push it back in. So I think he did a very good job on this. The detail in this is just ridiculous. You know? And as you can see, there's Two-Face with the actual pistol in his hand. He holds it pretty well too. And I actually had to switch out like his hands, you know, to actually get it in there. So as you can see there, he has the pistol in his hand. He holds it very good too. And the next accessory that comes with Two-Face, and this is the one I think kind of is the coolest, is this actual drink ray that he had in the film. So as you can see, that's it right there. I think that's awesome, like the detail in that too. It's like it's actually like fluid inside the glass, you know. And that's kind of cool. And as you can see, there's the drink in the Two-Face hand. I think that's like probably the coolest accessory that comes in besides like the pistol. And that was done very good. So I probably will be displaying them like this at times too, like with this drink, you know. And the hand fits very well for it too, and it looks like it only fits in his left hand, you know. Alright. And the next accessory that comes with Harvey Dent is this actual button right here as well. It says, I believe in Harvey Dent on it. That's cool. Another thing kind of cool about this too, you can tell this is almost like a real like pin up button that you would pin on your shirt, because you can even set the pin on the back. Now it doesn't open, but you actually can see it like on the back of the detail in that. And as you can see, there's Harvey with the button in his hand. And like I say, that hand is really made for that too. It really fits very well in that hand, you know. Now what I want to do is talk about the last accessory that comes with the Two-Face figure, and of course it's his trademark, you know, accessory that he has. It's like it's actually flipping coin, you know, when he actually decides, you know, like good or bad, you know, like whether he should kill a person or not kill him, or like rob this person or not rob him, you know. And so now these coins, I must admit, I was even hearing about how small they are. You get 3 of them. I was hearing about how small they were. They were hard to actually. They're so small, they're actually hard to pull out the box, you know. I couldn't actually get a grip on them, you know. But if you look closely, some of them even have like the scars on it, and some don't have this. They have you have the scar like on the one side. The one side is like straight. And I think they all are the same coin too. I think you just get like 3 of them. If I'm not mistaken. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm trying to flip this one over. It's hard to actually flip it over. It's so small, you know. And there's 3 of them, you know. So let me see. Let's see if I can get a good shot of it on camera. It's so hard, you know, to do it because it's so small. And one side of the coin is like scarred, and the other side ain't, you know. It looks like if you're not careful, it looks like these are actually magnetized too, you know. But I think they're just like they're not really magnetized, but it seems like because they stick to you, you know, they stick to the surface, you know. And there, as you can see, it's Two-Face with his coin in his hand. And like I said, it was very, you know, small to see, you know. You actually have to kind of get real close to actually see it in his hand. And there's no question I'll be displaying my Two-Face figure with that coin probably most of the time, you know. Because it was like his trademark, you know, accessory, like, you know, that he has that you really know him for, you know. It's like his coin that he flipped, you know, to make a decision. Alright. Now I'm going to touch on one of the things too I thought they could have done with this. You know, I think this is an awesome and stellar figure, you know. But like the actual hand that you can put like Two-Face like coin in, or like his button in, I really believe myself, and I heard other people say this too, you know, but I really do believe that they should actually made like the hand with the coin actually sculpted into the hand so it won't ever fall out. So you basically would have had a hand with like the coin in it. It made so much sense if they would have done it that way, you know. Because then I'd probably been a hand that I would have always used, and I wouldn't have to worry about the coin or the button itself like falling out, you know. So I believe they should have gave us like a hand that was sculpted with the coin or the button in it. But it's still okay. I'm even okay with the finger, you know. And I do notice like the finger that they was talking about, how you could set the line sculpting it. It does like the finger should have been removable, so you can tell they probably was planning or plotting on doing something with that. But they just chose to leave it like that. But yeah, I do believe they could have gave us a hand, you know, if they would do these again with the actual coin or the button, like actually molded or sculpted into his hand, so we won't have to worry about it falling out, you know. I think that'd been kind of better, you know. But it's still awesome though. Alright. Okay, there's the Hot Toys, the Dark Knight 1/6 scale Two-Face figure. Product code is MMS546. I would definitely recommend picking this figure, especially if you're a fan of like the Dark Knight version of Two-Face, you know. I would definitely recommend picking this figure up, you know. It's good. Again, this is based on his appearance like in Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight film. He's played by Aaron Eckhart, you know. I did get to see this, I think it was 3 times, if I can remember correctly, in the theater, like when it was originally shown. So yeah, I would definitely recommend picking this figure up, you know. And this is actually my first, I guess you could say, I want to say DC Comics, but Batman-based figure that I have gotten from like a Sideshow collectibles, you know, like, you know, anything like on this level, you know. So I am kind of excited about it, being that Batman is my all-time favorite comic book superhero, you know. So I decided to pick this one on. That's one of the reasons why I kind of chose to pick this one on up anyway. And again, this is on an exclusive figure. You only can get this on Sideshow Collectibles, you know. I don't know how much longer it has, but it is like on Sideshow Collectibles, and this is exclusive. That's the only place you can get this particular version. Because it was a previous version of this figure, but this version they are calling like 2.0 from what I'm hearing, you know. So I hope they bring back some other figures that they had like from like a long time ago. You know, I would like to see them do like an upgraded, like a 2.0 version of say like the Jack Nicholson Joker from Batman '89. I know Hot Toys did that, and I would like to have that so bad, you know, because now it's so expensive. You try to get it like on eBay or anything like that. So I would love to see them do like an updated version of that, you know, like bring that back as a 2.0, like, you know, the Jack Nicholson Joker. I would love to see that. Even like the Michael Keaton like Batman, you know, from Hot Toys, like the ones from Hot Toys, you know. But yeah, I would definitely recommend picking this figure up. And Two-Face is one of my all-time favorite like Batman villains too as well. So I would definitely recommend picking this up. The likeness to Aaron Eckhart, like his look, like his clothes, everything is just superb. And I like that he doesn't have too many accessories too as well. You know, I think that's kind of cool. That he's kind of like simple. He's not overblown with like accessories. You know, I think that's kind of cool. That he's kind of simple. You know. But anyway, this is the Hot Toys, the Dark Knight 1/6 scale Two-Face figure. Product code MMS546. I would definitely recommend picking this one up. You know, please leave a comment and subscribe to as well.